everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Play action. Breeze. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down.
Easy. Check.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And here now the punter Martin booming this one away. Now Sproles. And now running right through it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So the D-line's going to spread out. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third down now following the completed pass. Shotgun now for Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Long in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. He knocks him back and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Again, here's Blount. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On play action, it's Breeze. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because you usually have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Muhammad. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run again with Blount. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes. Along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On first down, Ryan. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now receiver in motion left. Here's Blunt. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Second quarter in Cleveland. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. To throw again is Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ryan Anderson coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And the back goes into motion. Third and long, it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Anderson in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, it's Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ready. 90. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. K1 short. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On play action, now Breeze. He hits Jermaine Kearse. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground here with Blunt. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Carry for Blunt. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert. To the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. For the Dolphins, they'll be building up those frequent flyer miles the next month or so. Week 2, they're at the Chargers in the debut of the StubHub Center, then at the Jets. Then they fly to London to face the Saints in Week 4. Finally, then, back to Miami to host the Titans in Week 5.
I feel the jet lag already.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back. Complete. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Space to maneuver at the 40. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Bucs on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Ryan. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. They're all through up in Detroit. And give that one to the Cardinals. They wind up winners. A win would be their first of the young season. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special.